Right, we have a guest today, friend of the channel, Olly.
Hello.
He's been on the channel before, done some playing for us. He brings us lots of lovely Fender heads for servicing every now and again. You'll remember last thing I did for Olly was I rebuilt his, is it drip edge basement?
Yes.
And it's the one with the export on the base plate, isn't it? So it says
68,
basement,
yeah,
it says
yeah.
basement export on it. And I did, we revoiced it, didn't we? So the left channel we did as a 6G6C, just like my Blondie amp. And the right channel is AA 864. Yeah.
We did that because the original, it had already been chopped up anyway, and the board was really conductive. So it was really noisy.
It was, yeah.
So it wasn't like we just chopped up a really nice old amp that had all the original parts. That had already been done.
It needed doing it. It was already bastardised.
It needed a new board, didn't it? So,
yeah. So what I'm going to do now, Olly's very kindly done a demo at home in his home studio. So I'm going to put that in now. Doesn't that sound great? Sounds fantastic. And
Yes.
the reverb that you've put on that was...
It's one of the original Holy Grails, the Electro Harmonics.
Yeah. Sounds great. It's a
yeah.
real nice, lush... I hate using that word lush, but it's a great way to describe reverb.
It just sounds like an old Spring. Sounds like the Fender Spring. Not the actual spring tanks, but the reverb that's inside, like a Vibrolux or something.
Right. Yeah. It does. Yeah. It's really, really cool. Yeah. So that's good news. You'll also see in that video it was sitting on top of another drip edge amp.
Yes.
Which is now on the bench, and it's the first time for me because I've not had a drip edge dual showman in the workshop before. I've had the dual showman reverb, the big unit, the TFD 5000D, but not had one of these. And you've recently bought this on reverb from America.
Yes.
And it arrived with you a couple of days ago.
Yep.
And you plugged it in. It
sounded great for a little bit. I sent you a video straight away. It had a little bit of just background stuff, but the actual sound was good.
Yeah.
And then after about an hour, it switched off and smelt a bit burny. That was it, really.
Interesting. So it popped a fuse. It switched itself off.
Exactly.
So that the light went out.
Exactly, yeah. And
did it make any weird noises before that, or did it just...
I don't think so, I don't think so. I think it just decided that was it. And it was strange because the actual sound of the amp had been great. Although there was a few background, a little bit of crackle here and there, a little,
standard old Fender amp stuff.
Yeah, but the actual tone was great. And I'd been these ones. They don't really come up in the UK, which is why I ended up
this is why because I would have had one in before.
No, they're very rare. I've had my eye out for these for years just to try one out.
Serial number A13908, and it is obviously being an American amp. It's US voltage. It's not an export, so You've got to run it with a step down.
Yeah.
Okay. But no other indication as to what was going on with it. Just some smells.
That's it, exactly.
Classic burning smell.
Yeah, we might, if anyone has an older, because it'd be the same mains transformer as a twin, wouldn't it? So if I'm sort of debating whether to try and get hold of an export mains transformer for it.
Yes.
Not sure if I don't think I'll buy a brand new one and spend all that, but I might see if I can find one from somewhere, because it would be the same as the twin reverb. So.
Well, hopefully it's not the transformer and it's just something less expensive.
Yeah, well, hopefully, yeah.
So I think what we'll do is we will quickly pull the chassis, have a quick look inside, pull the doghouse as well, and see what it looks like inside. Right, let's pull this back panel off. Have you had this apart yet, or have you?
No, only the power tubes. I mean, it was shipped so badly. It arrived in a cardboard box, one sheet of bubble wrap around it, and a couple of polystyrene things on the top and bottom, and the output tubes were just wrapped loose in the box somewhere. So I just had to have that off to put the power tubes in.
You see, I would argue they'd be safer inside the cabinet and then stuffing the cavity.
100%, yeah.
So that's the way I would do it.
Yeah.
But how long is this power cable?
I know. But I couldn't believe that it arrived. I think it came from Albuquerque. I think that's where it's called.
New Mexico.
Yeah, right, exactly.
Okay, so it's that's good though, because it's the same climate as California, right? So it's hot and dry. It's not humid and rusty.
Exactly.
Do they call it the Rust Belt? Yeah.
Well, the faceplate looks pretty decent.
The Midwest, isn't it? That's the. So it should be, as its drip edge, AB763. Mm-hmm. So.
Hopefully there's some blue moulded caps in there, but.
I mean, really, it's a twin reverb without reverb, isn't it?
That's exactly what it is, yeah.
Yeah.
Subtle differences because of that, I think.
Although this channel doesn't have a mid control.
No.
Which. I can't remember when they started adding.
But it's so much more obviously, like, as you can pick it up quite easily.
Yeah.
Because it's not got the extra cabinet and the two 12s. You can easily move it around.
Right, this is going to be ninja fingers time to get. Oh, I'm going to have to pull that tube. So clearly these aren't the originals.
No.
Groove tubes. Right. Oh, he's in. So, should we place our bets as to what damage it is?
What's wrong with it, you mean?
Yeah. I think you've had an output valve failure and it's popped a screen grid resistor. That's what I'm calling now.
Very good.
Right.
That would be great.
I reckon a 470 ohm resistor on one of the output valve sockets.
I would take that. That would be fantastic.
Has shorted, that valve shorted. And that was it.
So you'd need a replacement set of output tubes. The problem with these is you probably do all four, shouldn't you? But then it becomes crazy.
Well, I mean, it depends if I can find one in my spare stash that matches the other three. That'd be the goal. That'd be the dream. There's a label here. I can't quite read what it says. It looks like 4x6L6 GC. I can't read what that says.
No.
Anyway, dual Showman amp. The label inside, just up here. I'll show everyone on camera shortly. It says AB763, so that's what we're looking at. Right. Well, I'm wrong.
I'm happy to see that.
Lovely.
Yeah.
The blue Ajax caps. It's had the 2525s done.
Wow, I was
Had
expecting a
the
lot
two
worse.
output caps done that feed the output valves. So I'd assume he was chasing a bias problem. It's had the bias cap done and the dropper. Very nice. It's had the screens done before. Whoever's worked on this has done a pretty good job. You can just tell that they weren't an idiot.
Wow, yeah.
So, and it's got what we noticed earlier. Someone's changed this pot. I assume it's to switch the tremolo on and off, rather than with a foot switch. You can do it with on there. That's cool. Apart from that, though, you've got yourself a very nice amp here, but no sign of smoke, which means we need to look under the doghouse. It's had something go wrong here, hasn't it, in the past? Right. Would you hold that and film?
Of course.
Just like that. Still got the death cap in,
Oh.
but it's had a 3-prong conversion, so...
Yeah, I noticed the 3-prong. I presume that then... Is it a blue moulded cap, is it?
It is, yeah.
Great, we can repurpose that for something else then.
Well, if it still tests good, you can keep it as a spare. Right, so transformers. We'll do this while we're at it then. 10th week of 68. That can't be right, can it?
Yeah, well, if it's a 68 amp.
Oh, if it is, sorry, yeah, I thought it was earlier.
No, it should be a 68 amp.
Yeah, 11th week of 68, that chokes loose though.
Very least.
11th week of 68, and the output transformer. 16th week of 70 or 60. That might be a replacement then. You may have had a replacement output transformer in the past.
It's weird that it looks. It very much fits the rest of it, though, doesn't it?
Yeah. It's the
like
same as the
same aging.
one
as
on
the-
this twin reverb, the one that I'm doing at the moment.
Shall I film that one?
Yeah, we've shown that one before. That's a 72.
That looks different to me, though. That one.
Might be the M bells are different, but
Maybe it's just the age. Yeah, the colour of it. Yeah.
right. Should we pull this?
Let's do it.
So the seller said he'd done these.
He said it was his dad that had worked on the amp, and his dad was sick, so he was sort of just selling stuff from his workshop, I presume.
Okay.
So the seller didn't really know, but he said the filter caps had been done. We'll find out.
What do you think? Well, they're not.
I think
they're not
they're
stuck to the foam.
F&Ts.
So you reckon they're F&Ts?
Yeah.
Is that because you've seen the pictures on the
No,
internet?
I've not seen any pictures. I'm just guessing based on the work. I'm wrong.
Spragues. Sprague atoms.
I've never seen those orange ones. How come you just go in and tap if you've already...
Well, because this is plastic. This is all insulated.
Aye.
Just don't touch the ends.
Right, okay. Didn't know that.
Well, if you don't know, you just be safe and don't touch it all. But,
Yeah.
so where's the smoke come from then?
They look all right, don't they?
They look all right for the time being. I mean, we'll clean up all these solder joints and stuff, but... But it definitely popped the fuse.
Well, it turned off. It was on and I was playing through it. It turned off and it smelt a bit burny.
Yeah.
And then I decided to not do anything. I just switched it off at the back, unplugged it, and now it's here.
Well, the fuse has popped. 2.5 amp. 2.5 amp. I don't think I carry 2.5 amps. Oh, it's a do.
Yeah, because I am using just a...
Unbelievable. 2.5 amps, low blow.
Brilliant. Don't know what the preamps are. Probably just JJ. JJ. I don't know what that last one is.
Oh, it's a PV.
Wow.
What?
Is that the phase inverter?
Yeah. A PV branded
I've never seen one.
1287. Made in China.
These are all the ECC 83S, yeah.
Okay.
They replacement.
No, they look original for the time.
Just looks quite shiny, that Belton, whatever it is. Oh, there we go. The clamps. That's the one.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, the clamps.
Clamps.
Down, yeah.
Yeah, they look.
The jaws. Yeah, because these are different. But the sockets themselves. Problem is, these are quite flimsy and they can break. So, and you know, they're only £1 trade price. So, nothing too much to worry about. Well, I can't see anything.
I tell you what's that?
That's your bias pot.
Ah.
It's so you can access it from the outside of the chassis.
Is that factory or has that been done?
It should be factory.
Right.
It should be factory. Every other amp this era had them. Something got hot, but you don't know what.
Nope.
Well, there's only one thing for it.
Turn it on.
Soft start it on the bench, yeah. I'll just get this 2-rock out of the way. Do you know what? It's almost September, which is repair season. Because everyone's finishes their
Just
summer
come in
tours.
time. Just.
Yeah, oh God, yeah. So it's already building up. I'm starting to get the inquiries already. People who need stuff done, ready for the Christmas tours. And I'm starting to...
Shall I keep this rolling?
Yeah, please do, yeah. If you don't mind,
Nope.
I can employ you as a cameraman. Okay, so they're not bent or damaged. Into my transformer.
I did think maybe my transformer at home was dodgy, but
Could be that.
it
That doesn't feel great. Right, on. We're all good. Just the speaker. What are we looking at? 8 ohms?
4 ohms.
4 ohms.
the normal Showman would have been 8 ohms. That's the only difference, I think, between the Showman and the dual Showman.
So that would have had... What cab would that have then?
It depends. They did have that 1x15.
Ah, a single 1x15.
Yeah, that's why they made the Showman 8 ohm, and then the dual Showman would have come with the 2x15. Hence the 4 ohms. But apparently they are... You do get dual Showmans that are 8 ohms. You do get Showmans that are 4 ohms. Classic Fender. Nothing's ever just as it should be.
No, but I think they were just trying to be flexible.
Can you check what it is? Does that make sense? Can you confirm, test?
I'll be able
it's
to
4 ohm?
test it. Yeah.
It's worth doing it, I think.
Right. Into 4 ohms. Into my step-down transformer. Restriction mode on. Amp is on. Dual lights come on.
So you put a new fuse in?
I've put a new fuse in. So the fuse was blown. I can confirm that. Like, do that, take the old one out. Take the new one out, put the old one in. The amp doesn't come on.
Interesting.
So that fuse, I mean, I've tested it anyway, it's definitely blown. So if this fuse blew, it means something downstream of it there is a problem downstream of the fuse, so it
Right.
can't be your step-down transformer, right? So it's currently drawing, as it's warming up, 36 watts, 37 watts out the wall. That's normal. That is normal. We'll just let it come up. 4 ohms. So I'll just, because we want to hear if it hisses.
So that thing, you can set, the speaker is 16 ohms.
So
Sorry,
my
on the
bench
Z
cab is a
matcher.
16 ohm cab, yeah, and this is just an impedance matcher. This is a great thing that Weber sells.
Yeah.
But then I can select what load the amp sees.
Yeah, yeah,
So it
yeah.
converts my 16 ohm cab into the 4 ohms that the amp wants, yeah? Really, really cool.
Very useful for you.
It just makes things easier. Just makes things easier. Right, full power. Well, she's on. And we'll just watch its power consumption come up. So it's drawing currently 119 watts. And if that starts to shoot up drastically, then there is a problem somewhere. But you won't know until these fully come up.
Pretty locked at 121.
Yeah.
What would it be that you'd start to go, okay, there's definitely a problem?
Well, it's
Once
got
it
a
gets
2.5 amp fuse in it.
Right.
Right. So 2.5 times its input voltage. So 240 to 300 watts.
Right.
Yeah. So
Oh, yeah.
when it gets to double that at idle, you know, with no signal running through it and it's not passing signal, then there's definitely a problem. Yeah. But usually they run at half, roughly half the amperage, which is about right. Half the wattage, sorry.
So this is looking great so far then.
At idle, yeah. But that doesn't mean there's not a problem. It just might need to come up to temp. And clearly something happened for it to pop the fuse and for you to say, Chris, can I bring it in? So, but this is what bench testing is about. We'll leave it running. I'll run a signal through it now, get this thing screaming hot, take all the measurements, and let you know.
Great.
Fuses don't just pop for no reason. There's always a reason for it.
Yeah, so, but that reason could have been my step down then.
No. What I'm saying is
Oh, no. Okay, yeah, so it can't be that now.
yeah.
Yeah.
And I mean, unless the only reason that fuse would have popped is if there's a problem with the step down when you switch the amp off and you've got a back draw through it, which is very rare, very, very rare. But then also you probably would have had, you know, you trip your breaker or something in the house. So right. So at the moment, because you've got to go.
Yeah, I've got to get a fish guard for a gig.
Wow, what's that going to be?
I've
West
got to
Wales,
stop
isn't
into Birmingham to drop a couple of guitars off, yeah, and then it's the port on the west side because you get the ferry to Ireland from there, yeah.
Yeah, so that's just pretty much as far west as you can go in South Wales.
Yeah, it's a long way, yeah.
That's a 6-7 hour drive.
Yes.
Right, I'm starting to hear the output valves doing something. I bet one of these will start arcing shortly.
What does that look like?
You might see some like purple flashes or blue flashing as they come up. But I just heard some funny noises, and this one has got what looks like some smoke damage. The same with this one as well. So we'll have to keep testing.
I've never had good luck with groove tubes. Never. Always had problems with them. Not to say that they're bad, because that's just my experience, and there's loads of people that probably say, never had any problems.
Yeah.
But
The problem with any, I mean, I can go off on a tangent here, but the problem with any brand of valves is people always buy the cheapest ones, and they never have them selected and matched and tested over a long period of time. So they always buy the cheap ones that aren't tested, and then they go, oh, they keep failing. Of course they do. You know, if you pay your vendor to go through them and test them all properly and select them and balance them and do all that stuff, they'll rarely fail. But, you know, budget valves. People don't want to pay the money they used to, especially the cost of these things now. So we'll keep going with it. I think it's had an output transformer change because this isn't factory wiring.
Right.
This is replacement wiring, so that might explain why that transformer code is different. At the moment, it's fine.
Well,
I'll keep testing. I'll let you know.
It'd be worth checking if it's still 4 ohms then, because the output transformer will be.
That's a
the
good
reason
point.
for
That's a very good point. Yeah.
What ohm it is.
What is it? A 022 889? 022 889. I'm just going to look that up. Yep, so that transformer 022 889 is a twin reverb 100 watt output transformer into 4 ohms. So that shouldn't be a problem. I'll confirm it anyway. I'll test the windings just to make sure. But I'm just going to leave this on soak test now. Thanks for popping in, mate.
No worries.
We'll get everything sorted. Thanks for doing the demo on the Bassman. That was really, really cool.
No problem.
I'll let you know on this. Good luck on your gig. And we will, when you pop in and collect it,
Give it a play.
we'll give it a catch-up. All right, mate. Quickly on the dual Showman. So it's been running for about an hour now after Olly's left. And I'll put the mic up to the speaker so you can hear the kind of noises that it's making. Right, so that's that. Now, I've just been doing the old chopstick test, which is diagnostically hilarious because it's nothing more than just going around tapping stuff with a chopstick, right? And it's kind of haphazard like that because you're just trying to find anything that's causes a noise or causes any change over and above what is normal. Anyway, we're looking at these 6v6s, and I tap that one, I hear nothing. Tap that one, I hear nothing. Tap this one, I hear nothing. But this one, there's noises coming through the speaker cab down here. Sorry. I think that is losing its bias voltage. And that's probably what happened. And it popped the fuse. How can I prove that to you? Well, quite easy. Right, sorry, yeah. All hooked up now. So I'm just measuring bias voltage. Right. But if I wiggle that valve, we get some noises. Watch the wattage consumption out of the wall as I hold it into its noisy position. There you go. It's going to go through the roof and pop the fuse. So I think it's that socket or that valve. I'll keep going with it, but the rest of them you can wiggle all day long. But this one, not happy. Not happy at all, is it? So yeah, I might have an answer for you by the end of this video. If not, it will be in next week's. But yeah, we have found something not quite right with this amplifier. Right, I pulled the chassis off the test bench. I've got my discharge cable on, because obviously we now had this thing powered up. This is the valve or valve socket in question. So let me just pull the valve out and zoom you in. Let's look at the pins on this first. None appear to be broken. That one does look bent though, doesn't it? Do you think that's slightly cocked over to the right hand side compared to that one? I think it might be. That one looks cocked the other way. Interesting. Right, let's get bang on and square with the socket. Can we see anything in there? Might need to get some more light on this to help us identify if there's a problem with that socket. I'm going to attempt a digital zoom. Oh, you can see me in the other valve. Look here. Ooh, hello. Sorry about the image quality, but all of those pins look okay. I certainly don't see one that's twisted, bent or damaged. Let me just pull these other valves out of the way. No, I need to keep them in the same order, don't I? So hold on, be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And this one is 5. And that's the one that we think is questionable. You've written 5 on it? There you go. Because I want them to go back into the same sockets, at least when we're trying to diagnose this. Okay. Okay, so let's spin that socket over. Let's spin the chassis over and look at that socket from this way. The quality of the soldering on this socket isn't great. It really isn't. I'm not happy with any of that. The anode wire's okay. The ground connection could be that. Signal. I don't see any damaged pins on this side, but the quality of the soldering isn't great, so we're going to have to tidy all of that up anyway. But quite interesting on that bent pin, this one here, which would be pin 2. Well, that's a heater pin, so it's not that. Fascinating. Right, we're going to leave this video here. Nice little bonus extra video for everyone. Thank you so much for tuning in. I had originally planned for all of this to be in Sunday's video, but I've already got an hour's content for that, which would, you know, make this a Hollywood movie length video for your Sunday. So consider it a bonus, consider it an extra, all out and sorted, and yeah, enjoy, and we'll catch you all on Sunday.